Of what is going on in the country at the moment.
Yeah, not good. Very worrying, very concerning. I mean, for any right-thinking Nigeria, we are at a stage, a country that is endowed, the human and capital, a country that's very rich. Literally, we are now turned into beggars.
What do you mean by beggars?
Beggars. I mean, look, our governors are giving you palliatives, rice, a cup of rice like they give in Sudan or Afghanistan or northern Gaza. In a country like Nigeria?
I think that terrible in the country at the moment.
No, they are. I mean, this is the way our politicians have made it. Nigeria is a very rich country. We have no reason whatsoever to be poor. We have no reason to be hungry. We have no reason for our children not to be educated. We have no reason for our schools and hospitals to be the way they were. Leaders of our time invested in us. And from the village secondary schools and primary schools we went into the world and competed favorably in some of the best centers in the world. And now our leaders, with all this money, they are not able to do that. We are at a stage where, look, I just came back from Katsina. Each time I come back from home, I want to weep. Our people are hungry. No food to eat. Men have abandoned their families and left a mother with kids.
Prof, do you imagine, can you summarize for us and tell us briefly how we got here? Because we didn't get here yesterday or a year ago or 9 months ago. We got here somehow, and what the Nigeria you are describing looks to me a Nigeria in a bleak environment in terms of basic amenities for its own citizen.
Yeah, leaders of our time, like I said, I mean, they were better custodians of that which they were entrusted with. The primary problems of all we are going through are two things: corruption and bad governance. End of story. Say no more. Say no more. Corruption and bad governance. And we've seen that. We are literally sitting down watching for the past 25 years how this country has been decaying. All this insecurity you see, all this hunger you see in the land, leave it at corruption and bad governance. See where we are today. Our president, on the day he was inaugurated, without even having his team ready, without consulting anybody, without looking at the balance sheet of the country, without knowing what the problems are, just switched up and took off subsidy without having a plan to mitigate all these problems. And this is why we are seeing that.
Those who said it was a perfect decision for the time. But maybe from what you're saying that he didn't look at the books, look, what should he have done differently?
Look, I'm a doctor. You don't write a prescription to a patient without listening to the patient and examining the patient. And I've said it in several fora. All these things you see, what it indicated was that the president, you didn't have your team, you didn't have your ministers. Then who was advising you to do this?
Do you think it was a knee-jerk approach?